there we go. Okay. Hello. I did my hellos, but then I guess the microphone was being mean. This should be 300? What should be 300? Oh, the watch streak? Oh. Well, should it be 300? Because I counted up my streams because I did the. Shut up. I counted up the stream because I keep track of that, but I know I missed a few, but I don't think I missed 50. Hi, everybody. Hello. I am here. Okay. I have all this stuff set up. It was just being a tiny bit mean. Just a little bit. Hello, Nitro Sludge. Good job getting first. Sniped it from Goose. Hee hee. Hello, Adon. Hello, Mask. I think you are pranking me, Goose. I think you was prank. Because I see my microphone finally cooperating. It was being mean at first. But it is not being mean now, I don't think. Hello. Welcome in. I'm gonna prep this 20, and then we'll be at 900 when we finish this. I failed this time. You usually do manage to trick me, it's true. It's very rude. He's good. Hi, Goose. I am appreciating the reunion you had. Okay. Ooh, and Hurtbert. Hurtbert is called upon. I am going to make sure I know what I'm doing. Yep. Ah! Thank you for the sub! Okay, we're gonna roll a d20 for you in a sec. I'm just gonna make sure I have the numbers correct. 3 subs now. Since the fun. I did discontinue roll because it has a hiccup with the d20. Adon, hold on. I can turn it back on in a second. But I gotta do this command. Because unfortunately when you put in the d20 like that while the other one is working, it'll just be like, yeah, then you did this. It's like, no, actually I didn't. I did that. How rude of you. But this is, yeah, see, it just try roll. This is the d20 that we are going to roll for Nitro Sludge. Thank you. Don't apologize to Goose. I'm gonna turn on the other roll. So you can try your roll now, Adon. It should work. But I'm gonna roll my physical d20 real quick to see what you get, Nitro Sludge. So this means 15, good. You have unlocked a Pop Rocks. Yay! I'm excited because I actually like my Pop Rocks. So there's the normal Pop Rocks, and then there's the sour candy Pop Rocks that I have on the list because I have a lot of those left and I enjoy them. So we're gonna have fun. What was Onyx again? Because I remember we had a community goal that, we never get. You will kind of get. Maybe. So Onyx was for when I wasn't doing an origami stream. If I couldn't pull off the energy, or if I was gonna do this, I would swap to a different thing with Onyx. But she is going to take over the lake once I am gone to be looking after frogs. So she'll be here, no stream, but there is a possibility that you end up seeing her from other things. I'm not sure. This is one of the things. It's me. I don't know where you're gonna. Yeah, but Onyx I described in the D&D session at the end. She's she's described as kind of a spider person. And she went to get all the frogs and came back before her thing, and so that is her. No, it's not the big Pokemon, the rock snake. But yeah, she's fun. I did actually film a thing, and so this is what I'm wondering about if you'll get it or not, because I don't have my editing. Yeah, he's a bit messed up. Oh no, I missed lower. Yes, but the VODs are up, and I forgot to put it up onto YouTube. I should do that in between streams today. Let's hope I remembers. Um, I did record a thing with Onyx, so you could see her in that. I think that would probably be good, but I have to do works for it, and it would only be on YouTube channel. It would not be on stream. Okay, but Nitro has earned me some pop rocks, and I like that. We're gonna do that, and strawberries. And we're gonna do Herbert as well, and then we can get started on Cranes. Yeah, I like that plan. I like that plan a bit, Bert. Actually, because Herbert was the last one we had, you get Hurt Bert. Here we go. Look at that. Hurt Bert. Hurt Bert. As you, sir. Oh, the Hurt Bert. Okay. We'll do some singing frog, then pop rocks, and then origami. Nitro said, I think if you want the boop, 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 the rolls is being a bit funky. Oh no, you did roll. It's that it has a cooldown. The roll command has a cooldown. It should be the frog. They're more powerful, and they do cause problems for other frogs. Hi, Annie. Hello, hello. I put away the creepy little Herbert. He has done his song. We're going to have some pop rocks. Pop rocks time. Don't mind me. Make more noise. Cool. Raven gets candy. Hee hee hee. Ha ha. Wait, open. How open? Ah! Skizzers. You're gonna steal fry. Okay. We already had the list a little bit ago, so I don't think I will turn off the other roll, but I'll do that right after Pop Rocks. Thank you, Hawk. Okay, they're still kind of going, but they're getting quiet. Okay, that is fun. I love that the streak there, the watch streak thing is a thing where you get extra goodies, and it's fun when it like tells you. But now I'm like, now people will feel more pressure to do the like I must check in for my attendance, thing, and I'm like, that's opposite of what I do. I don't take attendance. Stop doing that. Jeez. Twitch. Okay, I'm gonna roll the d20 for the honk. We rolled a 9. If I remember correctly, I have to do an exercise. Ooh. Oh, it's squats. Ah! But also, thank you for Hydrate Nitro. Hmm. How else will Raven be caked? Hmm? Okay, I will go do some squats really quick. As usual, for the exercises, I have to take off the headphones. Okay, I put that up there. Oh boy. Ugh. It's fun that the exercises ones has been up to start with each one so that I get moving, and that's good. That is very good. Okay. Ah, I'm still here, I just can't hear nothing. Ah. Yes, the model is frozen. Don't worry. What? Oh, correcting 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, an extra one. Okay. Good squat, good squat. You like this guy, don't you, Honk? I showed off my favorite bit about him is that I am sat chatting with people. Like, if I am in a voice call or something, I'm probably, just ripping off the frog legs. I'll just, like, try and manipulate him gently, like, seeing how straight I can get his legs to go. But then, yeah, he'll pop off and I'm like, oh no! I have broken his leg. Look at those. Look at those weirdo legs. Look at that. What's going on? He's fun. He's very fun. Let's get him back into roughly position. I like it when he's got his mouth open screaming at me from the side of the bowl. He started off happy in the back with his mouth closed, but we're not doing that. We're doing, I demand repercussions for you ripping off my legs. Until he said scream. That is a goodie from Vi, and this is another one. Let's set off the little deer light. Woo, woo, woo. Very fun party deer. We're in our Angie Frog era. A little bit. He is. I don't know about you guys. You tell me. But he is, that's for sure. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These are our 10 that we will be starting with. That was the next 10, and then when we're finished this, we'll be at 900 cranes. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It's a lot. I need to be reminded to turn off the roll command next time somebody redeems the D20 or does a sub or something like that. Cause ooh, I have a couple of those too. Both of mine are purples. They're pretty, but they're tucked away. If I were to go try find them, it would take a minute. don't know what I was saying. Oh, yes. I have to turn off the roll command where you guys can roll and see if you got a 1 to 20 with the little emotes, like the thumbs up and the cool frogs. But I have the setting where the one where we explain what the D20 rolls for subs, bits, and redeem right now for the marathon is unfortunately under the same title somehow. I don't know how. I put it under D20. I shouldn't be doing that. Maybe I should change it to exclamation marathon. Maybe that would be better. But it would require more typing. I don't want to do that. What color are your earrings, by the way? I might have an alias. Can you turn off the D20 alias? Because, like, I tried to find that because I know it exists and that's probably what the thing is, but I could not find. Thank you, Magical Mod, for helping me out. Oh, shoot. I forgot to run an ad during the starting soon screen. I should be running an ad. I think I'm going to do a few cranes before I make you guys deal with ads. You're welcome. I'll just run. I'm basically doing like one ad every 2 hours maybe, but now this means that there are pre-roll ads, I think, is what happens if I don't. So, I don't know. I changed my ad settings ages back, and then I don't know what I did. It's always what happens. Okay, I'm gonna test it. Don't you test it. I'll test it, because I wanna. Boop. Yay! Okay, and then separately. Yeah! Oh. Thanks, Michael Scott, for cringing at me there. I agree. I would have earned more Pop Rocks. That would be nice. I have my Pop Rocks. I have listed, by the way, I said it, but 2 and 3 is normal Pop Rocks. I have little packets like the one I just did. It was strawberry. And then I've got big sour candy ones as well that are like 2 or 3 packets because they take forever if you do all of it in one. And for 14 and 15, they're also Pop Rocks, but they are sour candy. And then 16, 17, that is the classic spicy Skittle that Raven hates so much. And the smell offends her. And oh my gosh, every time she makes a whole thing. If I could, I would have, because there's only like sorta punishments here. I mean, the exercises makes Raven get up, but is good for Raven, so not really punishment. If I put in stink bomb or like skunk butt, somehow if I could make that happen, I think that would be silly, because that's another thing that happens. We have the skunks in the Emerald Lake. They come around and they make a problem for Raven, and she's not doing well. We have ended a stream early before, specifically because of skunk butt. When it was really bad and wouldn't go away. So I wish I could do that as a little gift for you guys to listen to me be punished, but I don't have. It would also probably not dissipate very quickly, so it would be a very long-lasting punishment. Oh no. Okay, cranes. Which of you? Yeah, this is gonna be that. Ooh. Space cranes are always so fun. They're so cool. I think this one's gonna be real pretty. Space cranes. Okay, I'm feeling the weird eyeballs too now, Honk. What's funny is that when you see it from the lower angle, because you guys are up top, ooh, looking down. Burp, burp. Looking at it from here, it looks like he's just looking up in the air and mouth open, so it looks a little bit like his eyes are rolling back in his head while he screams, and that implies different things that's going on with this frog, and I don't know if I like that. I may need to put him a little bit more flat so he seems a little less concerning for me. Now that it's been brought to my attention that he's there, and I'm gonna keep looking at him and get distracted. Because you know me, I'm very, very distractible. It is the curse of Raven. You confused, Vet? You confused? Or just suspicious? Do I have to explain? I don't want to. I don't want to explain why this frog is sus. Don't make me. Sus. Yeah. He is sus. I may need to close his mouth and set him flatter. He is in a bowl full of frogs. I don't know what they get up to. There's a reason Herbert has his nickname. Sometimes these guys, their eyeballs, I don't know what about it, is they just feel really exclusively looking at you into your soul. This is one thing that has been silly. People are like, yeah, Raven loves frogs. Raven loves frogs. I'm like, yeah, I like frogs. But also sometimes I'm scared because they seem like little perverts. That is the true understanding of Raven's frogs. Yep. It is not for love of frog that they are here. It is for enjoyment of nature, and then aren't these little guys freaks? That's the other half of it. There, my secrets are spilled. That's gonna be fun. When a crane is solidly one color, it's pretty, sure. You get to look at the folds more specifically. But I like it when they have all the pattern, and it gets a little bit different every time. I like that there is very extremely unlikely chance that there is going to be ever an exactly same crane that I have made with the pattern paper, because, well, maybe I used this same quadrant before, but maybe that section of the paper was over here, and certainly maybe the tail and the beak were swapped around, and maybe they were a little different. Maybe there was a tear. You can see that this side is pretty closed up, but that side's open. Maybe it was different with the other one. I like that. I like that they are a little bit like snowflakes in that way. They're all very specifically individual. The ones that are all solid color, they're a little more likely to have been replicated. Visually, at least, it will look the same. I have a plan to, between streams, make sure I line up the YouTube stuff to start happening. Gotta make sure the VODs transfer over, because I didn't do any of those. But I did my other posts. So if people pop in that have not heard the news, we can send them over to the Blue Sky post with the announcement. And I made sure my schedule was up. I am committing to the rough plan schedule we had before. So we will see how that goes. I think even if I get to 990 cranes all prepped to go before December 3rd, we'll have other stuff to do. We'll chat, we'll do the sumo tournament, we'll do burning ceremony. Yeah, maybe I can do the 2-minute mystery so that we end on some reading. But I know how the schedule is all lined up. Oh my god. Oh, is my chat not connected? Did something happen? What? And we come back Saturday. They got me in a room. No! We have a room of frogs. The frogs, as what you come back to, is very silly. But no, we did not come back Saturday. I'm sorry. A robber? Well, considering you spelled it rubber the first time, I do like the idea of a room of just a bunch of frogs in little, like, the little black bandanas over the eyes. Like they're a bunch of robbers and they all got bags to put all the whatever they rob you of in. Wearing little gloves. Getting ready to steal your stuff. It's a fun image. Just a pack of little bitty glowing idiots. Cause I mean, wearing all black and stuff, that might help mute their glow. But they're glowing. They're not gonna hide in the dark. They're definitely not gonna hide in the dark. They'll try. They'll try. Goofy little buddies. They don't know. That was a squeaky yawn. Squeaky yawn that I have to push out because I need to. I've got another frog in my throat. Classic. Do I want that to live right there? If I put that there, it will end up on wing. That is a good idea. Yes. Cage! Hello, Cage. Welcome in. And you honk. Why is this so off? Leave it alone. I say as I do in fact not leave it alone. Oh well. Yes! I popped in for your fishing for a little bit, but had to do other things. Did we get a sleep drunk message from Cage? I love sleep drunk, when you're so tired that you are effectively drunk but from lack of sleep. It's fun. It's a good time. It's a good time. Oh, do I need to go back and watch VOD? Did you say illegal? Oh, I think I will have to for once go watch the VOD. Well, I'll specifically go back for the last 30 minutes because my attention span is not very good. Hello, T-Bud! Welcome in! It is going well. I had to leave for most of it. Same honk. I popped in for a spell, but then had to leave. Welcome in, D1. I blame Ruin. That sounds about right. Yum, 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 yum. Well, and Ember. I mean, I feel like even while I was there, she was bringing up stuff. I was like, oh boy. Went to study maths. Go get your maths on. How are the cranes coming along? Well, it's right there in big old numbers. We got 880. Ember, the dirty funny type. He got so uncomfy with all the girl talk, he dared ask, when are we gonna have guy talk? And it all spiraled from there. Oh no! I'm sorry, Ruin, but what do you mean you don't want to have girl talk? Like, are you crazy? Are you crazy? That's the best. And yeah, when you ask for specifically guy talk with that crew, I can already guess. I can already guess what some of them might jump towards. Like, the energy in there, the way it will turn. I feel like even Cage would be like, okay, you want guy talk? Here we go. Yes. Yeah. I'm so ready. Okay, I will watch whenever that was. I hope that was the last 30 minutes cuz that's what I was already going to go to, but I want to. You got so much more personal. Okay, well then I can respect it. I just don't want to respect it. You did stream it. Wait, when did you know there's a 20? Well, dang, that's a big old frog. I have to live with that crew hearing that. I can't stop you, but just know I warned. I will respect. I can respect. But also, if it's not at the end 30 minutes, then I won't get to hear. It's fine. It's good. I won't be there. I'll be only at the end 30 minutes. Ah! Ha! If I remember correctly, you are at 80 bits that are just floating around. We can try and keep track. Because you did a 45 last night, didn't you? So that's 80. We can keep track of that. So for if when, I'm watching it, Goose. I'm watching it. Anyhow, bedazzled. What is bedazzled? What? Oh, I was gonna say, but we were talking about stuffs. Not me. That's what. Divad. If you have not seen the announcement on Blue Sky, I recommend you check that out. And this is probably a good, okay, I think I have a clue for what we will be talking about, and I'm very curious. Anyway, we were gonna try, doing the link to the Blue Sky post. So, Fett, do you know how to do that? I don't. Nor. If you did the Noer, it would be nor. You're Australian now. It is big announce. Still frogs in throat. You can hear it. It's squeaky. I think if I cack, it'll get there. Yes, yes, sound better after some cacking. I had to turn into a bird raven for a second there. Okay. So since you don't have blue sky, you probably will not go there to see it. You will. I don't know if the link will even be helpful for that. But um, at the end of our D&D stream the other night, I made the announcement about my decision to leave streaming. So this Crane Marathon will be the last of my streams. I have the full schedule up, and so my last stream will be December 3rd. Yeah. In the announcements channel is a slightly different version just because I was very tired from D&D stream, but I was like, I need to put that there. We went so late, I know hardly anybody was there for the announce. And I probably should have prepped that anyway, but I was prepping D&D things, okay? So yes, that is the announcement. I'm going to miss everybody, and I've really enjoyed all of this. I stumble with the words every time on this because I have big feelings. I'm allowed to have big feelings. But yeah. Hey, we still have cranes. Yes, we still have cranes. Will you be appearing other places every now and then? Yes. Well, if so, when can? Yes. Yeah. That's what DM had DM me about. He wanted clarification. Copium. Copium. About if it truly meant permanent, which I don't blame. Yeah, so it's truly permanent regular stream. I realize with my tech, it's probably more likely I will appear in someone else's streams, but not personally me be streaming. Like when we did the Goobers games, I could not stream because of my tech, but I was playing and I was in the stream. So that's probably, yeah. And yes, Discord will stay up. I will not touch that. I mean, get rid of. I will be around there. I am notorious for not being the most chatty, but I will be there. And you can be there, and I will be happy to have that. Horror game. Well, when I was house sitting for Vi, we did do the Phasmophobia, but I legitimately started having like my body respond. It was like, oh, panic time. I think there was just like in my head, I went in the wrong way with it, and like I don't know what it is. I feel all the pressure to figure it out, and I'm gonna die with no warning. I don't know what to do. So yeah. And hey, we play Repo, but I don't know if you count that. We get goofily spooked lots. I am playing now with another group, but if that ever gets going, I'd always be down to hit it with other groups too. Does this mean Goose won the group? No. So lore wise, you can go ahead and watch the D&D stream. No, Goose, you weren't even there. If you were there for the Frog origin story, we had the I would tell truth, Goose. I would tell truth. We had in the Frog origin story, that we learned how some of the Frogs came to be. Specifically, there was Jack as our Frog that we specifically talked to about his story. How he went to the evil witch that used to live in the apothecary that Vi is currently at. And she was using the like runoff, the waste, the magical end bits of magic stuff. She was dumping it in the lake, and I cleaned all that out. But she needed more stuff. She sent this guy Jack to go get more stuff from something called a groaning bush. He got there. He, instead of taking the berries like she asked, realized, oh, this is actually like a person bush, and helped the bush instead and said, hey, it's fine, so I won't get my wish, whatever, but I'd rather you not die, so let's do that. And then the witch, got mad at him for that, and so turned him into a frog. well, a frog, and then dumped him into the waste, and that made him a frog. Blah 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 blah. Thank you, thank you. And then in my showing up, learning the frog story, we went to go take down that witch, and along our way we went back through the way that Jack had been to try and find that apothecary, and we found the fairy that was the groaning bush, and that fairy helped us defeat the evil witch, and he went off to go find a way to transform the frogs back to peoples, well, the ones that was peoples, and transform everybody back to what they were, while I worked on healing up the lake and making the frogs, not like radioactive or something, because they kind of are. They're like magically radioactive. That's why it's radioactive ribbons. Yeah. D&D stream. Everybody's going around to go fight the witch that has returned. Oh, it's not actually the same witch. It's a witch from the same company, but they're going to fight. And then, lo and behold, that same fairy dude shows up to help out as well. And then they go fight the hag that was there. They paralyzed her pretty quick, so it wasn't that hard. Literally the only person that took any damage besides my prince there was a mask, and it wasn't even from the fight. It's because I, as a DM, punished him for being a little shit. It was very fun. But the prince helped return all the frogs into whatever they was before. So Jack became a person. Kiru became a bear. Da, da, da. But then a bunch of them that turned back into normal frogs said, actually, we really want to be frogs. Give me some more of that sludge. And so there are still frogs. They hang out. But knowing that there is more to be done with the witches that are causing issues, I am leaving with the prince to go fight some hag assholes and save some peoples and animals and whomstevers. And maybe we should kill that one particular witch that we messed up before, because we didn't want to kill her. We just made her, have a really awful life. Basically. And she's all upset, and that's why she said those. So, Raven has courted a prince. Have I courted him? I don't think so. I think we just helped kill frogs. Not, whoa, brain. Help save frogs. Because I read this sad the king of geese wasn't eating frogs. Help kill witches. Yeah, I know. My brain. It's because you said frogs right above it. And the brain read instead of spoke. We just helped kill witches together. Go save frogs. No, eat frogs. That's on me. I knew you'd say that because I tripped up. That's on me. Ah. But yeah, it was very good adventures, and we're gonna go get more. I don't know about courting Prince. He is pretty. Even the weird, messed up little Jack my Hedgehog agrees. He is pretty. You have not gotten the yes. You have not. And this is the important part. I said that y'all would meet Onyx, and I do have a video that I would need to edit before you can see her, because it's still choppy up. But she will be sticking around. Our lovely spider lady that lives here in the lake now too. And she is an actual person, a spider person, and she will look after the frogs while I am gone. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Does she would have done stream if I was still streaming. I'll say it that way. I suppose there is a possibility eventually but it is not very likely she will. You'll get a video, maybe probably, when I edit. I was gonna say that you won't get any of those, but everybody's like, boy, but Onyx. Well, no, the honk's about. Whoa, Onyx. So I was gonna say that if we get more subs and or bits, that's why I'm keeping track of them still, even though it's not a big deal. I will gift the video. It probably won't happen until after January or in January, because it'll be a busy December ween. The holidays times will be a lot. I will be going on an adventure. So it'll be a while before I can edit, if I edit a video. But it'll probably exist. So I suppose I ought to just give that. But that's not what I had already decided. So you need more bits and subs for me to definitely make that video, I think. He's going to be very annoying for me to put together, so I don't particularly want to. We'll be so for real. Yeah. Maybe I'll make her play Repo at some point. I don't know. That'd be silly. It'd be silly. Actually, it would be sillier. I think that she would have thoughts about Repo is the power wash stream. Maybe she'll be if we do a power wash stream again. We never got the 3-hour Herbert stream. Oh no! You mean a stream where it's just silence while this thing stares? He just sits. You can't even see it. He'd have to sit like this somehow. Can't even do that. You can't even do that. Can't even lean. Frog. Ugh. Yeah, it would be really, really exhilarating. Him just sat there. Camera shy. He doesn't do anything unless I make him do stuff on camera. It's when you don't watch him that he does things. That's why I point him towards the wall. Does the yellow frog learn of the cult of Herbert? The yellow frog has been aware. And this is why I'm concerned that he looks so sus right now. I think he knows too much. I think he knows too much of the Herbert cult. With that, though, I am aware that I should have run an ad like an hour ago in the starting soon screen. I'm going to run a minute of ads while I make the next cranes. I'm sorry. I must prevent pre-rolls. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. You're pretty. You're pretty cool. Yeah, the planet got ate up into this thing, so it didn't become a wing. Oh well. We will make little blue cranes. Remember Raven, we are doing the YouTube between the... Oh, ad is up. We are doing the YouTube post before the second stream. I have to run on adventure to do that thing. And then we will be back tonight. That will be good. In the means times. Oh, that was funky. The frog in the throat hit at a weird spot. Oh, I don't know if you could hear that very well. I felt it though. I make a blue crane. I make another blue crane. And then I update the crane count. And then we can do the next 10. I have asked for any suggestions on what to do with all the cranes again, as we write properly near the end. So if anybody has any suggestion, that'd be nice. I also said in my blue sky, and I think also in the Discord, did I? I will not be eating paper. That does not sound like a fun time. I will not be eating paper. But I also asked for if anybody has. No, we're not eating the frogs either. If anybody has any favorite stories from stream, cause I know that I've got a few that I hearted. But yeah, you wanna burn them? Oh boy, Divide. I think a bunch of people would be upset that I would burn the cranes. Just cause I burned the other stuff and they already got so upset with me. But it's an idea. It's an idea for sure. I think I need to drink a caffeine. One of my top is a random stream at 3 a.m. when you play that mining game. Mining? You mean Minesweeper? Actually, maybe one that was really upset is out of the picture, more or less. True. You're not wrong. That is very accurate, actually. Yes, you're right. I think I conflated the lots of noise from one person as little noise from a bunch of people. And that is not true, Raven. That is not true at all. Yeah. Oh, I miss my stupid late streams a little bit too. Raven being even more unhinged is a fun time. Burn them, mix the ash with glitter and compost, and fertilize a new tree with them, and make a wish as they burn. Ooh, well, it would take. It's 1,000 cranes, Cage. That takes a while to burn in my little bowl. If I had to make the wish as it burnt, I'd have to be very slow in making the wish, or say the wish so many times. No, illegal. That would be a lot. It would be so much. To make a new setup with them, make a ring of them, and watch the fire spread. Oh my goodness. Where would I? Oh my goodness. To make a ring of 1,000 cranes, it's gonna be a big circle. It's gonna be a big circle. It does definitely cross into ritual, but I have done a sort of burning ritual, and I mean, I've always called them a burning ceremony before, when I burnt the other origami, so I don't know. The only memory I can really think of is you reading the fairy books, and the way you conveyed them was funny yet entertaining so much, so I bought them. Yes, you got the fairy books. I specifically used Jack my Hedgehog, who is one of the fairy books characters in the stories, but I discovered, or in the D&D stream, I discovered that there was a copycat Jack my Hedgehog, whom is Hans my Hedgehog. And it is ridiculous. It is literally just a copy paste and then changed the name. That's all they did. It was so ridiculous. So ridiculous. But I then of course had to play a little German version of that little creep. Anyway, here's another 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. For 890 cranes, I will update. Toss it in the basket. Look at our pretty basket. Look at our pretty basket. It's exclusively the old pattern and space pattern papers, front side and back side. Might have to be careful with the sigil though. Don't want to accidentally summon a demon or an old god. Yes, gotta be careful. Gotta be very careful and intentional about that. Make sure if you're calling somebody, call the right person. Don't want to get the wrong number on that. Yeah, I think if we burn, I need a bigger bucket, or I would need to do a whole different setup. Yeah, that would be a lot. This is a very different answer to donate, and it is enticing. Okay. Also doing massive art projects include the cranes together to form one massive crane. Oh wow. I don't know how I would glue them to make a crane. I think that would be up for me to decide. I haven't done that kind of a sculpture before. That sounds super cool though. Ooh. Donate is nice, but also how would you convey that and make it fit in streaming scenario communication wise anyway? I would just be like, I gave it to peoples. If it was that. Just an idea. It's definitely an idea. I like it. Don't say it's just an idea though. Because I'm just like, okay, well, how do I do it? And that is not a sign of bad. That is a sign of this is probably pretty cool. So I just would have to keep thinking. It also is interesting because it relates to a different thing that I will be doing at the end of streams. I will do a thing on the 3rd. There's another thing. Okay. I like this. I like this. I am noting these notes. And I really appreciate the favorite streams, guys. Thank you. The fairy books is definitely some of my favorites because there are so many so unhinged stories. And I read mostly the fairy books, but other fairy tales and folk tales and such from there, and they all have capability of being severely unhinged and knowing, okay, they mean this because it's written then, and that can mean different things when the stories were not good and they had a very bad subtext. But it made it so much more fun when they had wholesome intent. But modern understanding is so fun. Like the gay cat parade. Ooh, the gay cat parade! I loved it so much! I start with wireframe to mold into crane shape. Plus stability. Very solid. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. I do have some wires, but the wires I have is not very stable. Sadly, I'm working on the 3rd, so I'll most likely miss it. I am sorry to hear that. We will be starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, roughly. I don't know how late, and I don't know. But I very much appreciate you being able to join this one. Thank you. Good to see you, D-Rod. Who are we and what are we and why are we banned? Huh, Goose? What the heck? Wait, what are you doing? What's going on? Yeah, I think that this needs to retail. It's fight. This is a mean little crane. A year, 7 months, 16 days, 15 hours. Oh, wow. Are you saying then that we should ban you? I don't know. I don't know why you do this. What doing? What doing, Goose? Ban the dragon. No! Definitely not. In fact, I have a very important LeBlanc. uh, yeah, you should prioritize sleep and make sure of not possible passing out. You do not have to attend. I just thought I would let you know because maybe we would be streaming late enough. I don't know time zones, whatever time zones. But I would much rather you look after yourself. The VOD will be a thing. I will make sure the VOD is a thing. It will be on YouTube's if I can help it. It will be okay. And yes, LaHonk, get shattered there. Ha! You've been bonked thusly. Brain. It may be that someone else stole it. I'll make sure to watch it. Okay, thank you. You don't have to. You know, don't ever have to do any of this stuff. It's very nice of you, though. Okay. Oh, right. I said that I should drink some caffeines. Then I didn't. You're right. That isn't a frog. I had that from the start. I thought I would offer that up when I was moving things around. Because I knew when we did the D&D stream, if I was going to say that you have to use a heart frog to clarify if you want it to be a boon, and a murder frog if you want it to be a bane, then they both needed to be free to use. So I made sure that they were both free to use. And when I did that, I was like, little hype man, get in here. So yeah, that's why the emotes are the way they are right now. I could maybe should change it, but nah. What do you mean the new emote? What do you mean the new emote? Well, there was a thought to have one emote happen, but it's okay. Did not happen. It's okay. Bet knows what I mean. It was a pipe dream. It's all good. We're replacing that, no? Oh, you mean the little hype man? We can replace him, I guess, but do we need to? What's wrong? What's wrong with him? Why you don't like my little hype man? Make it a goose. I don't have no goose. I don't got no goose emotes. Bounce, you little happy frog. Oh, you happy bounce. Happy bounce, bounce, bounce. I'm glad you have a happy little bouncing dude. I don't know why some piece of me wants the bounces to be out of sync. Some of them, I don't know why. Or maybe a raven. Well, you say this. Well, we had a goal on Throne to get 5 chibi raven emotes. And we started fundraising, but we did not have enough money for that. That did not happen. And now I think it would be unfair. I am not legless. I have deer leg. Don't make me hit you again, goose. We have those. I did not think it would be fair if you spent money on it and you couldn't really use it as much because I am not streaming, so you can't really do the subs really. So the plan is to eventually fund those. I don't know how or when, but I will make sure it happen eventually. And we will gift those 5 animated emotes with a certain creator to somebody. I guess we could use that money for anything because it's not a direct to that person on Throne. I'm pretty sure. Um, but I like the idea of indeed gifting some emotes to people before I goes, including ooh, hydrate, hydrate. Thank you, Kate. Um, it reminds me that I have told Cage and Fett, since Fett created a bunch of the frogs, I have to tell, hey, you can take your art, you can use it wherever you want, and, you can also use some of mine if you want, and I told Cage the same. So, I don't know if they would ever want to have frogs in their channel at all, ever, whatever. But if they did, I will happily let them house a frog. Take my stuffs is good. I also specified that I was very proud of the ones that I made that went well. So I'm glad that you have the hydrate, but that is not a mine. That is a Fett. I like the little ones that I made, but they are not as popular. Thank you, Fett, for the loves. I will always have these. Yes. Oh, and the Doros. I will be telling Annie that she can use those as she would like as well, if she wanted. Annie, if you're here, if you can hear me, take them, use them, do what you want. But I'll also message. Because I think the one with the frog eyeballs that look like ears is so funny because it's technically like you have two faces. You have your face and you're wearing a face on top, and that's so silly. It's fun. I did the math and I can't reasonably afford to save up the bits for the Raven Doro, but I'll always have the funny frog one. I told you that you can have them. Cage, you can have the Doros. If you want the Doro, you can take my Doro. You just can't pay for it. That is fine. I will give. I don't know how to let people take it and have it as their personal. I don't know how to do that. But at least the streamers can take things. Oh, Maduro Clementine. Oh, Maduro. Oh, Maduro. Oh, Maduro Clementine. That's also making think. Oh, my Jack. Oh, my Jack. Oh, my Jack. Hedgehog. I don't know why. Because he is Jack, my hedgehog. I don't know. Never realized how much bitch I poured in here. Yeah. You put in a lot of bits, dude. Goose, you are the bitster. I think so. I think so. I don't know how many people have the Doros from Bits. Yeah, I don't look at it. Are you saying they're gonna regret it, Cage? Oh, I'm gonna be sad. I appreciated every bit. Me and the Shuckle. Yeah. Well, I appreciate all of that. I do. When I look at my subs in my stream when I was newer to Twitch and lose on my gifter finger, I should. This is why we yelled at you, Cage. This is why we yell. Okay, I do like it because it's silly and fun, but also it kind of made me feel bad. Like, yeah, you gave me money and now you regret it, and then that made me sad. So I can tell you, 3 people have Diodoro. My best memory here is the first time I discovered this. Yeah, I should go dig for that. I should go look at what those are. If you have them, tell me now. You can drop them in and we can do the shout out as is so I don't have to go dig. I ought to go dig. But I do not know. We can give them shout out. Oh, there we are. Okay. I will click. I will go look. Give me a minute while we go look. Oh, of course. Well, on the leaderboard, I can I will read all of the top 5 even. Oh wait, no, that's top users. Is that specifically for bits? I don't know if that's, yeah, it's points and watch time. That's not particularly bits. You don't remember Nani? Nani over 5,000 with Nani at the top. Ah, yeah, exactly. Okay. Aha. Thank you so much, Mask, Nani, and the Hog for the top bits. Y'all with the deers. But I also have on the watch time and bits. No, points and watch time bit is Vet, Cage, Lahonk, Velgor, and Tart. That's the top 5s. There's also more, but you know, top 5s. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm sitting snug at number 5. Nani! How dare you not remember Nani? Yeah, Nani's lovely. We appreciate very much. We appreciate very much. Even though, not everyone is here at all the times. We appreciate them, even if you have never given anything, no bits, no subs, didn't sub yourself. Still appreciate it, even if you never even talked in here. I still super duper appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. You all have meant a lot, a lot. And you might think, oh, don't know this. And that's not entirely wrong because I'm so distractible and cannot keep all of the things up and so cannot watch all of the things. But I'm very aware of that I am not alone in my streams and that the people that have popped in and out exist, even if I might not know how much or I won't remember how much. Because, like, something like a list like that, I need to know. Like, I wouldn't be able to keep track of that at all in my brain. So, thank you so much to everybody. Everybody that's in here, everybody that's not in here right now, everybody that watches on YouTube. I appreciate Raven can't talk. I appreciate you all so much, and I have loved every little bit of support that I have gotten. Hello! Oh, thank you, Riella. Welcome in. Nice little bear. Thank you for lurkers. What inspired you to do the 1,000 Crane Challenge? Well, I have done before. And I wanted to do something for handcam streams where I'm just a little bit more chatty. And so when I started it, I was like, yeah, we can do another 1,000 cranes. I can do that. That's not so big deal. But because there have been so many other types of streams in between, including the discovery and insistence upon doing SCP streams alone, that definitely delayed my getting the cranes done. Yeah. When I did it the first time, it's because I wanted the wish. I realized that there was a different interpretation of the cranes, but I also had a secret motive as well. I wanted to use the cranes to uplift spirits, and I was gifting them away at the time. I am currently keeping them all. Okay, so I keep them in the basket as I count to 100. Where's the bag? There it is. And then I put them in a bag that says 100 on it, so I know this is a full hundo. And then when it is a full hundo, there's a few of these. There's an even bigger basket, just like that, that is currently holding 800 down there. This is the 90. And then we've got these. And I actually got another little baggie that's prepped with the next 100. So that we've got them all lined up. Thank you. We were discussing what we should do with them previously. And I'm keeping everything in mind. We have yet to pin down what it will be. Well, if you like giving them as gifts, getting little jars from the dollar store would be super cute. That's true. You don't have to tell me, Cage, but alright, go ahead, Lurk. See you in a bit. That's true. Little jars and gifting out would be cool. It's just like, I get stuck on who I would gift these to. Because something about that is very giving. I went to cotillion school. I know my manners. I am a gentleman, damn it. It is only proper. Oh, Steve. I haven't done origami since I was really young, and I love it so much. I think it's amazing to see. You're making me miss it. Hey, if you go back through my streams, you'll see I went through most of this book. You can see where we're at. We're at the back. With a bunch of fun little patterns to do. I've got various other ones, and we did a lot of fun stuff. There is currently, and I have not turned this off, nobody's redeemed it yet. My origami redeem is up where you can redeem different origami that I do. That's why these papers are still here, because they'd be gone if I was only doing the papers I pre-prepped. So we could do something else as a break from cranes to do. We could do something. This is one of the things from that book, one of those patterns. The frogs here are not from that book, but they are a little jumping frog. Woo! Good jump, good jump. I have sumo wrestlers that are going to be involved in my very final stream on December 3rd. We should be done all of our cranes then. And we've always done tournaments with them with teams of 4. So there's a little team of 4, and it goes 2-2 and then 1-1 within a team to get their representative, and then each representative from the teams go up against each other. We're going to do our biggest, baddest gamba yet, because we usually do a little channel points gamba with that. You can bet your radioactive ribbits. It'll be a fun time. I'm excited. I should double check how many teams we've got of those guys. Should double check the math on that, how we're going to line up the brackets and such. But I'm very excited to do another one of those. I also keep most of the shuriken. Well, no, I have a whole pack of shuriken. I don't keep those ones so much. But the other origami that we make that have been from the patterns or requested, I keep in this little bowl. And I burn them. So we have one more burning ceremony as well, waiting. You can see I've got lotuses that we made. This is a chopstick holder. This is a utensil, like the way you can fold a napkin for stuff. Kitty bookmark. This is a different bird than our usuals. Oh, this is the elephant together. Let's put this guy together. Yeah, elephant. Yeah. Elephant. Funky pattern, so it's hard to read. Napkin ring. Whoa! Kabuto hat. Okay, everybody away. Yeah. Do you have any intention behind the burning, if you don't mind me asking? I'm fascinated. Absolutely love the concept. Well, the primary reason to do it is because you saw that there weren't all that many things in this bowl, and yet it is a full bowl. Imagine, I've done roughly 250 streams. Um, I want to say a third of them have been origami, or maybe. Um, it's been a lot of streams. If there's this many of these things, it's too many to keep. I've held on to all the cranes, and that is already a lot. That has filled up my big old basket. So I need to get rid of them. But also, they are fun colors and stuff because they are origami paper like this. They burn very pretty. They have, usually it makes a blue flame with the chemicals used to make the colors. It's very fun. Bluey green. It's very pretty to watch. And it's the sort of thing where it's like, well, I've appreciated what this has done, and it's very pretty, but we do not need you to take up physical space. So let's thank it by giving it a quick burn and watching the pretty colors. We just gently light them, watch them burn. The intention behind it is kind of a thank you for what you have gifted, but it's paper. It's not that big of a... I call it a ceremony, but it's like, it's a... it's a way to be respectful to the paper as we get rid of it instead of just toss it and let it take up a bunch of space somewhere. And I make sure to keep windows open when we do it, and I have some safety prepped each time we do. But yeah, I thank you. I appreciate it. Also, look, that's a very cozy little. Look at that cozy emote. That's a your emote. You're very cute. The little halo. Adorables. Yeah. I like it. Absolutely love the concept. Thank you. You served us well. Yeah, it's good. I also have on my YouTube channel some origami how-tos where we walk through how I make what I make. I'm realizing I need to double check that I've put up all the ones for my main team, and I think I have. I'm like, did I make each one of those? And did I edit it and put it up? I think so. But I'm scaring myself. Have I done all of them? I'll have to go sleuthing. I have to do YouTube things anyway. In between streams today. I need to make sure the VODs go up because I forgot about it. So I'll be able to check then. But there's a playlist for specifically the origami how-tos. And there's a different playlist for ASMR sound stuffs that I've done. And then there's all the VODs. Yeah. If you like the origami stuff, it'll be there. Specifically, the more recent origami streams from a while back are from the book. There's a lot of watch time, and some of it's just making cranes, but it can be things if you ever get back into it. Yeah, no, it's all good. And there's plenty of how-to. I mean, I made... Oh boy, I don't know where it sits now. Where are you gonna hide? It's somewhere. I made a origami dragon, and that little buddy was from a video. Because it is a complicated instructions, and I learned better visually to understand, and sometimes with these newer patterns and stuff that are more complicated, the diagrams don't exist, or if they do, they're not very detailed. They're like boop boop boop. They tell you what kind of fold it is, and I'm like, that's great, but I've noticed that sometimes when people call it a blank fold, it's kind of like with crochet, where like the British versus the other crochet terms, they use the same term for a very different stitch. It's like, oh gosh, well, which one do you mean? And why didn't you specify that at the top at all? Ah! It's annoying. Doesn't happen often. But it'll happen here or there. So I just like the videos. Other people are better at it. That's how I learned the lotus. Lore drop from Raven. I learned the lotus origami folding after I saw it in a TV show, and then I was like, I must learn it. I will go on YouTube. Can anyone guess what show it was? I'm curious if anybody else has had that instinct at all. It was good. It was fun. I enjoyed learning it. The next set of cranes are gonna be different colors. So with this is my last space crane. Oh. Wow. Thank you, space cranes. It is a very pretty one to end on. It very much looks space crane with the galaxy and then the stars. I like it. This is a perfect space crane to end on spaceness. Because these ones are going to be the underside, the blue. It is very pretty. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that fox face. Because that's what I sometimes call this moment in the origami. Look at that. Look at that. Up close. Wow. Okay. Up. And beak. Find a space crane. So pretty. Okay. Light blues. And that's the end of the 900th cranes. Wow! At which point I will update the crane count. But then I will update it again because I have a twist. Oh boy, oh boy. But we've got 2 more cranes first. I've been updating the crane count every 10. So this is 90 in here, 800 down there, and then there's the next 8. But this is 899th crane. The space papers always end up gorgeous. Thank you. Yes, I agree. They are always beautiful. I appreciate them so much. The classic patterns were pretty too, but they were just a different sort. Like, here's a couple of them. Like, that looks very traditional. He's fun. Fish, water. These flowers and fans and stuff in the flowers. But the space cranes. Space cranes. This is from Northern Lights. In the same pack, it's more of a Northern Lights paper. That one was beautiful. Like that one. And that one. Yeah. They're always so fun. And as I said earlier, I like when they're the paper like this. It's just more likely to be individual. When it's the solid color, it's more likely to be a visual the same. Of course, any imperfections make it a little bit more individual. But when you have the imperfections plus the different pattern, so that, well, I use the same paper, but it's this corner of the paper. I use the same paper, and it's even the same corner of that paper, but I spun it so that this particular batch of stars is on this wing and not on the tail, or whatever. It's very cool. It is pretty. I can dig out the rest of the pack because I've got lots more paper. I'm gonna always have. This is the other part of why I did origamis, because I had a bunch of papers left over But then because I did both this stuff and the cranes, I had to go buy more paper. And then because I was buying more paper, I'm like, oh, I could get this paper. Next thing you know, I've got a bunch of paper more than I need yet again. Let's go find that. These are the packs I get. This is the company. They usually look something like this. They say how many, they say size, and they've got the various ones. Let's find the nice ones. There's one. So that's the one that I used, I think. Where it's got the snowy lake. I love the reflection one. So that when you get this like bottom corner, this one less so much, but this bottom corner you can usually just see the green up top and the reflection green. We're gonna put back. Get back in there. But maybe we can find the other one. That's the same one. There's two different Northern Lights ones in it. Let's see. There's this one and that one. Where is that other one? It'd be hiding. I'm going to find it. We are doing this detour. I'm determined. Let's just go one by one. There it is. Didn't have to go far. Okay. So this one you can see more of a mountain and you can see more of a sunset probably. But the lights are a bit more scattered so it doesn't look quite as full. But because you got the sunset, it's still a bunch of really pretty pictures. I like all those colors. Yeah. Could be Southern Lights, but being on Turtle Island, North America, I'm gonna lean towards the northern. Okay. One more crane of this 100. Still space paper, but not the space side. Yeah, they've got a lot of cool papers. And you can see by my mouse pad that I like the space. I like space. Like the galaxy clusters, the nebulas. It was so pretty. They've got a lot of different kinds of paper. That same company, and it's usually pretty good quality. Where it's not the traditional super thin. It's sturdier. Which means that when you have something like the elephant, it can stand pretty easy. Even the cranes can stand up pretty flat if you prepare them to. You just gotta do that, and then they're like, ah, standing, totally flat. But usually they lean when you don't prep them like that, make their wings funky. There's other papers, usually cheaper, that's more thick, but then at that point, it's less flexible. So when I work with the lotuses specifically, this paper, the way you do it, you have to fold it in squares a bunch, and it helps to have guidelines. So like that, I've just unfolded it. It's made a line, right? Guideline. But this one, it's actually just because it's about to be folded the back way. But if you did this and then you use this to fold up to that line or something, then that would be like a guideline. It helps with the lotus to have guidelines to start out. But it means that it creates a weakness in the paper that when you get further along, if it is a less flexible paper, it might tear at that seam. This paper is somewhere in between. If you do a lighter crease for that guideline, or you just do crosshairs, it won't rip. And if you're gentle enough, it still might not rip, even when you do the guidelines. But I still usually don't use the guidelines for this paper. Oh jeez. I want to say it's been over 10 years. Not much over 10 years, but yeah, about a decade. I wasn't really like paying attention much to it. At the start it was just like, oh yeah, I made a little silly thing. Cause that's what we're doing. Cause I'm being shown origami and we're doing a little silly thing. Woohoo. Kind of the same way that I'll teach kids. It was that sort of, yeah, look, see, cool, right? And you can use your hands. It's all good. Thank you, yeah, I definitely do. The first 1,000 cranes, it really got me into a mental state of like, yeah, you just keep going, and when it's not perfect, that doesn't mean anything. You just keep trying, and eventually they come a lot easier, and they're usually more consistent. And that's kind of the point. That's why the one version of it, of the story with 1,000 cranes, is that you get luck. It's because you have embodied the traits of a crane. The persistence, the striving for perfection. Sometimes they say actual perfection. I'm like, I don't know, they weren't perfect. And patience, most importantly. And so when you do that, you have earned your good luck because you are embodying the crane spirit. This is the last 10 of this 100. Oh my gosh, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I like the good luck version of it. It's a good one. Boop. Boop. 900. And it's time to put these into their baggie. I know I just put them into the basket, but that's where they'll go. What was I saying before distract? Oh, this is the other Northern Lights paper, the one that was the mountains with the sunset you can see. It's a bit different. Ooh. Fun. Brain. Right. The way of starting with just goofy little bits and pieces was good, and then when I decided to do the 1,000, I made it so many times that it became just repetitive and good for relaxation and just like calming anxiety if you have it. Also, it means that my hands automatically make cranes with square paper. When we were making this, these individual pieces start out the same way that a crane does, but then there's a step that is different, and my hand said, oh no, it does, we do this though. So I would look at chat and I wouldn't be paying attention, I would just be talking, and then I'd look down and it's a crane. And so we have a clip that is literally, oh no, it's a crane. It's a great time. And that happened a bunch. Yeah, the sitting and doing it, it became something else, and the like, oh, you're embodying the traits. Is the you magically become, no, like it's very literal. When you've done this so many times, you have had to sit in a sort of meditative state because you're just doing the exact same thing physically over and over. And maybe you're thinking about something intentional, and that's the other version of it, is that you're supposed to be thinking about your wish and thinking about what you hope for, and that's what gets you your wish, is that you're thinking about it so hard and meditating on it. It's very fun. I think that is exactly it though. It becomes meditative. Yeah. So you get to that state, but that also is why I like, what else am I gonna do? My brain is stuck on do crane. So of course I'm gonna do another 1,000 cranes. Still love doing the teach the little things though. It's good. And even if I don't know a bunch of cool patterns, I understand how the folding works for the most part. And so when I teach something, it's more about me teaching the meditative thoughts on it and the idea of like, well, you can strive for doing better, but you got to know it will never be perfect. The paper will fight you, especially when you use things like I do, where I'll take a big size paper like this one and I'll tear it into quarters to be this size. That means that the papers are gonna naturally be a little bit imperfect, just a tiny bit. And that will add up with every fold. That's another thing it teaches you, is that every imperfection, with every fold, it multiplies. So, if you mess something up way back, it stacks. It will make an impact. That's like the people that do a drawing where they draw and they have a little bump, teeny tiny bump, and then they go over it and go over it and go over it, and next thing you know, it's a big old bump. It's a good lesson to learn, little, is that, well, you got to make sure you do it right, or else it might become a thing way bigger later on. It's a good thing to learn. My favorite thing when I teach it, though, is that there's always, undeniably, there's one kid that gets super frustrated about it. Oh, I forgot about these guys. The little tiny ones are in here. I showed off those that were in the vial. I made more of those. There's always undeniably one kid that thinks that they can't do it because they're too clumsy, or they don't have patience and they're annoyed with it. And unfortunately, a lot of the times they're kind of right. Just because they get so frustrated with it that they make it so that we're not going to do it. And if I can be teaching them one-on-one, we usually come around to like, hey, it's okay. Hey, it's okay. It looks scrungly and messed up, and that's actually pretty fun. If you made 1,000,000 more, you'd get better at it. It's okay. But when I teach multiple at a time, and this also applies to adults, but especially with kids, they end up just being like, yeah, I'm done. Goodbye. And I'll be like, oh, okay. I can't fight you. All right. You're gone. I love seeing the early versions people make of whatever they're doing, the first attempt at something, because they'll think it's so awful, but it's like, well, it has character. it's unique, that's for sure. But you can get there if you keep going. There's also almost always one kid, one adult. It's more common with adults that think they have to do it absolutely dead perfect, and I'm like, bro, I don't even like, is this a competition to you? Is that what it's about? Or is it that you have the crippling need for do best? Because either way, no, you don't. It's all good. Oh, yes, that would be very similar. That would be very similar. Oh. I remember a friend that I was teaching, and yeah, she would be the type that would be like, I have to do it so perfect. So perfect. I was like, nope. I almost want to give you a messed up paper on purpose. You ain't gonna get it perfect. Let it go. Yeah, exactly. That's the story of the teachers that said, okay, pottery class, one half of you will make anything, but make it one a day. You must complete one a day. The other half of you, you have to make the perfect. I don't care how long it takes. You just have to make the perfect. And the people that made one a day ended up making better end projects. Out of their however many, they made one that was better than the people that tried to get the perfect one right off the bat. And only focused on that and threw out the ones that weren't perfect or restarted. The fear of messing up, it'll get you. It's a lesson I still need to learn properly, honestly. But that's what the streaming kind of helps with, because you have to just do a bunch of it. You can't. There's no do a perfect stream, because it's streaming. If it was a video, then it might be make the perfect video. But with streaming, that's not a thing. And also the cranes have definitely helped. They've been good. Okay, so here's the twist that I kind of mentioned. We already have these guys. Ooh, yeah, a lot of people got one. So we have another 20, We are not at 900. We are already at 920. Things are going speedier than expected. In fact, see, I put, I put a little tag in here. I forgot I did that. See, Raven said 20. So we'll put these 20 in the thing. These are fun, bright colors. These are the double-sided papers that are in here. And some big sticky notes that we had once upon a time. There's only these 3 left. But it worked out perfect with these numbers, with that, and these other sticky notes. So that's 5 of them, and then I think that these were somehow the right number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I don't know how that math worked out, because I didn't think that that was that many, but maybe I skipped one. Oh yeah, because yellow is on this color's underside and this color's underside for whatever reason. So instead of being in 2s, there's 1 less. So there's another 20. I'm gonna get rid of the little 20 tag. And when this is done, they'll all go into this 100, and that will be the last 100 cranes. Oh my goodness! Feelings! But here's a super fun move. I have a bunch of the papers prepped right here. I'm gonna have to prep some more. What I ended up doing is I found some colorful stuff, and I found 2 more pieces of the tissue paper, which is always so annoying to turn into quarters. Because it wants to rip all the way apart. But I did so good. I just basically like took 5-10 deep breaths before each one and folded back and forth a million times. And then I found the papers I've got, and I turned them into quarters, but I only took 3 of each. And it eventually added up to perfect with that 20, and with these 8, we've got 100. But this is only so many of them. We've got the green shades to 1 blue shade that's kind of... It had a tiny bit of green in it from the other one, so it's not with the rest of the blues. And, in fact, 1 dark purple. And then the yellows and oranges. But I've got some pinks and blues left. Let's get these guys right here. I've got 5 of each color here. And I thought that was very pretty. We've got some fun gradients to work with. So I think that's pretty. So I think what we're going to do for this next little while is I'm going to prep these papers. And then I'm going to make the tissue papers. And I bet that that's probably about when we have to end stream. Is I'll get through these and maybe the next 2. But I'd love to be able to do the gradient really pretty. So I might also pull out 1 of each of these colors so that we can do the gradients really pretty. They're so cool. But yeah, we're just going to organize papers for the next little bit and keep chatting while we do that. I did get through a bunch of it. I did a lot of this prep the night before the D&D stream because I knew I was going to do the origami streams next. Oh. Okay, so let's go with the pinks. Let's get the pinks gradient going. And the blues can go up there. See? Oh, why are you not coming apart? There we go. Pinks. Ooh. Alright. Stop being weird, Raven. Just do the stuff. I like the paper. It's very clearly craft supply goblin time. I'm like this sometimes with yarn, because I crochet too, but I haven't done that in a bit. I should show you guys one thing I made, though. I'm very proud. I'm going to make a whole bunch of them and do a thing, and I can show you that another time. Or maybe at the end of this stream. I don't know. Because we got the jump of 20 more cranes, I can take my time on this stream and be dilly-dallying. We estimated at about 10 cranes an hour with other shenanigans interrupting in the stream. It's about. So, if we're at 120, or 920, which I should update right now. We only need 80 more. That means only 8 more hours. And I have more than that planned. What have I done? Not 92,000. Oh my gosh, there you go. Do the math, Raven. We have stream tonight, stream tomorrow, stream the 3rd. 4 hours here, 3 hours there. That's 7. And I plan to do a bit. Yeah, we'll have more than enough time to do pretty much just all the shenanigans on the 3rd and take our time through stuff. So I am gonna prep the paper. I'm not gonna try to do prepping the paper another time. I'm not gonna worry about it. I do painting. The amount of paintbrushes, canvas, paint colors I have acquired over time. Well, yeah, I mean, the biggest thing with brushes when you use something is that you have to clean something after. But with paint, if you don't clean it after, you have some problems. I always feel like when it comes to makeup, I want more brushes so that I don't have to clean the brushes as often. They can be dirty, and then I leave it, and then I'll get to cleaning them later, but I don't have to use a dirty brush, and I don't have to clean things right away. I don't do much, but I do appreciate when I don't have to do that. It's annoying to clean. All your artsy folks, all your crafters, collecting all the materials and tools for things. So classic. So classic. Of course, I collect materials more than I collect tools. With origami, I can't collect hands, or if I do, that's a big problem. But I can't collect other people's hands to make origami with. And with crochet, I mean, I've got a few different hook sizes and stuff, but I don't really need that many. I tend to not use that many different ones anyway. Okay, I should probably do these separately. I'm gonna organize these. So we've got the doubles, the ones that are gonna go to a different pile. I think is that. And then we are gonna go through each of these, but I want to organize. I'll get to the rest of those in a minute. I'm doing the orange gradient proper now. Look at this orange gradient. Isn't this one pretty? Oh, I just did that the wrong way, did I? Oh no, I did that the right way. Look at those 5. Pretty little orange gradient. And then there's a pink at the back. Oh, okay. Oranges. Now yellows. The yellows was less. I don't know why there was less yellows. And one of them's more of a... I guess it's supposed to be kind of a gold, but not a shiny gold. It looks different in the light. In person, it's a little bit different. Also, in person, this purple is a little too dark. But you can tell it's really purple in this light, so that's nice. I appreciate that. So yellow is not as much of a gradient. There is a couple of shades grading. Put this in here. But it doesn't work as nicely as the blue and the pink. And even the green has some to it, but it's just a very short run as well. The purple's pretty. This blue is too different a blue, but then yeah, see green. So then it feels like a funky blue-green, different kind of gradient. And then these greens, you can tell they're different better on camera, but by eye it can be a little bit tough. So I should have had them like that. Woo. Okay. Now the pinks. I think I will. think I will put the oranges closer to the pinks, so we have the pretty gradient section right away. Okay. Next pink. If all we do for the rest of the stream is prep paper, I wouldn't be mad, but I don't think it'll take that long. And if we don't finish a solid 10, if I just get through a few of these tissue paper ones, that's also fine. They take longer. They are so delicate. You have to be real careful about it. Anyway, I think it'll go well. Is my rain sound still going? It's just very quiet. Okay. Need a single, not a double. Good, 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 good. Guess I could have told by how tall the stack is, but still. I double check. Another one. That one goes away. More pink. I am making it pink and then I will make it blue. I'm not going back and forth, make it pink, make it blue. I realized just now that that's what the two colors that were remaining are. So that's cute. Alright, pink's down here. I was like, I thought. You can tell it's ready to rip when it's getting all curly. See, this end is not as curly as that end. It's a little bit curly cued. Now, one more pass on this side. The tissue paper, when you rip it, I have learned gets curly fast, but you have to go way, way, way more. Do it a bunch just to be certain. And yeah, I am a bit of an origami purist with the I don't like using tape or glue or even scissors while I make origami. Not with traditional stuffs. I've said before that I am amazed by this one dude that could make a full-size origami paper into, in the top corner, a bigger crane and then a bunch of little cranes. And he basically did like a... I didn't get to see exactly how he did it, so I don't get to see it. I got to see it after it was done, but he said he makes cuts at the sides with scissors. So it's giving a little bit of a snowflake moment where you cut out the bits. And then he had to very carefully fold them so that they don't rip and they stay together. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, how? Really, really how? I didn't get to see. He did not teach me. Unfortunate. Maybe one day I will learn. Oh. You're getting sticky. Why are you getting sticky? Well, this one is not getting curly, but is losing strength at the top of the paper, so I think that this will be fine. Oh, there's curly. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I don't remember where I got these papers, the colorful ones. They're just solid and then white on the back. But these are the most classic paper, and their texture is a little bit thinner, a bit more flexible than the pattern ones I use. So I like them. They're pretty good for not tearing with the lotus. But not always. Not always. Woo! There's a ombre, yay! Little gradient. Fine. Now we make it blue. On camera, these two don't go into that one quite as well. Maybe this would have been better. No? On camera, this one's melting in between the two of these, so that is barely different. It's good with the greens. Okay. I suppose we could add the tissue paper blue into the stuff, but you can't tell anything. I think the blue light doesn't help the cause there either. The yawns, the attack. Mayhap I will end this stream a tad early. I do have things to do. Make sure everything's tidied up. Get some food, get some more caffeine, because I did finish that drink. I think that would be good. And we are doing well, but I'm going to definitely finish prepping all the paper. Yeah, I think I like that plan. Just because it's real quiet in here right now. Giving me reason to go get stuff done. But if we wanna... Oh, thank you. If people want me to stay here a little bit longer, I can. I'm back tonight. When did I say I would be back tonight? I don't remember. 8. Hydrate and stretch. You can redeem that, Goose. I think you're saving it for something. But okay, I will hydrate and stretch right after I rip up this paper. Put it to the proper places. And I has legs. They are dear legs. I am dear lady. We've been through this. Am I being productive? I just see that. Thank you. I will get VODs up. I will run on adventure. Whoa, oh. That scared me because it's been so quiet. Why is my rain so quiet? I don't know. Yes, let's roll D20. I'm going to say that this one will... That's true. I will say that this one will hold over to next stream if it's one of the expressions or emotes or something, but... 15. What was that one again? Oh, my zero's covered. Ooh. Okay. 15. What's that sour candy pop rocks? Yay. Okay. You have given me a treat. Thank you, Devon. I pop into my little holder. We have Warheads popping candy. Which flavor? Should we do watermelon, blue raspberry, or apple? This will be whatever I have for sour candies for a little while, because there's enough for a bunch. 200k? Oh my gosh. You're gonna roll a bunch. you can roll a million times. Oh Lord. Which do you think? I'll let you pick. I have even more. I fear that I will be doing a lot of rolls in the final stream. I'm getting scared. Red, you say? Okay, red. I'm doing a shaky shake. I guess once I put this back into here, this kind of makes this a bit of a weird maraca. It's fun. I'm sorry. I'm having a silly time. Where's my candies? I'm just very blessed that it's not the scary sour candy. Where should I be putting this in? I don't have a... Okay, I'm just going to have to prop this up somewhere safely. Let's just say I could do 180 D20 rolls if I wanted to. Good God. How many would a 200k be? It's 200,000, and it's just 2,000. So Devon could do 200 as well. Is that true? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. No, he could do 100. Oh yeah. Because of the 2. Yes. Oh. I don't math right now. I'm scared of how many there's gonna be. But now I'm excited about candy. Let's see. Oh, I forgot. Hello! Well, that's pretty off. I wasn't paying attention. They'll be off. The fun with the Pop Rocks is that you salivate more. So I have to swallow. And I get quiet, and then I have to open my mouth again. And a couple times I had bigger, like, pieces that were, like, right at the front of my tongue. And they were right at the mic, and then they went pop really bad. I was like, ah, you got me. Thank you for the D20 roll. I fear I must ask those of you that have the ability to do a bajillion of them to either, not, or, space them out. Because I am afraid of how many I will have to do all at once. It will be a lot. There was another pop that happened in my throat. That one kind of hurt. I'll be honest. You giggle, fat. You giggle. Devon rolls another one. Well, it's better than it when it's a million later. Okay, 6. What was 6? Your choice of any redeem. What redeem would you like to redeem? We have the classics. Woo, I should. Whoop. Scissors, tuning fork, knife sharpening on the microphone. If you say real mic sharpening, I have to run to get a knife, or we can sharpen the scissors. That's silly. We could, but with the any redeem, I meant the ASMR redeems that I usually have up. Kalimba's books. Tappy Tap Singing Bowl, frog, dice, cards, sticks, brushes, chain. I've got the poker chips. Oh, singing frog. Okay, Herbert, it will be. We will bring in the Herbert. Herbert, get back here. I think I should complain. Well, Mask, maybe if you use your ribbits, you will be able to get a possible redeem to get a kalimba, even though it's an origami stream. What? What? I know. I am properly spelling his name. We're not doing any tricks with the Herbert right now. But it's Herbert time. Kalimbagami. Alright. Triangle toes. Triangle toes. My little Herbert. Herbert the pervert. You go back on the shelf. Okay. The original elf on the shelf is, in fact, a perverted frog. No. That's not true. He's no elf. He's no elf. Alright. Thank you for the D20s. Thank you for choosing Herbert. Come again. I don't know. Something about the thank you, what I was saying. Felt like that. But yeah. So, now, people know you can redeem the Kalimba. Just did the math. For me to use 200 points on just rolls would take nearly 10 hours rounded. Oh, right, because of the cooldowns. I'm glad I have them. I could lessen that. I could make you be able to do it more often. I put the cooldown because I knew I'd be overwhelmed eventually, but I guess right now I'm not going to be as likely to be overwhelmed. You know? We can turn off the cooldown for right now. I gotta remember to put it back in. So I'll do that. Just because 10 hours is a lot. There's only gonna be 8 more. if I'm correct. But I'm not saying you should do all of that. I just want to do the edit. Why is it 15? Let's make that more of a 5. 5's a bit better. I don't know why that was 15. That's a bit better. Oh, no, wait. That was in the wrong spot. That's because it's this one. Oh, Raven. Oh, Raven. There's another one. That's a 17. I think I know what that one is. I think I should be scared. Can you confirm that for me while I make sure I adjust? We are making this a user cooldown of 2 minutes. Only 2 minutes. Oh boy. Oh goodness. I'm scared. Should I be scared? I may be. I think I know what's coming for me. Spicy candy. This is one of my ops. Ooh, nice roll, Gary-san. It's the evil Skittles. So last time I did it, because I had a bunch of these, I said that it was not just one Skittle, but it is 2 Skittles that I must take. I'm gonna leave that up to you, Divide. Do you want me to have more pain or less? You're gonna set this rule for the rest of the streams. Should it be 2 evil Skittles at a time or only 1? You say 1. Aw, Divide is so nice to me. Yeah. Okay. What color of evil Skittle? Orange. Oh. Oh god. Oh, the smell. Oh no, it's here. You are not like the goose. Yes, you are a good dragon. Oh my goodness. The smell is here. What an evil Skittle. Oh. It is these. The spicy Skittles. They're spicy. But I call them evil mostly because they also smell and taste a little bit messed up. Because they are still fruit. We confirmed when we got this back translated that they are still the fruit flavorings. But then they are spicy. And the way that this combos, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you besides there's like a mealiness to it. Like it's, to me, it is not that far away from dog food. It is not dog food, but it is like you're not that far away from it. It is still primarily a spicy, but there is like grit. I don't know. I don't like it. It's no fun. But okay, I have this. I will prepare other drink in hand. Okay. I will suffer. Here we go. No. Ew. Oh. A small taste of orange. And then I swallowed and the spice is here. The first ews were just taste bad. Now it's spice. Okay. The crunch, you enjoyed the crunch sound? Okay, good. Thank you. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Is mean. Is mean. Is just. Ah! It's another spicy Skittle on the way. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Well, I had flaming orange. Ow. Gah. Lemon Spark sounds like it wouldn't be so mean, but it's bad. If Raven eats a Carolina Reaper, Raven meets the Reaper. I'm not kidding. I'm not good with spice. Oh, no. Oh, God, there's a whole glob. We're not doing that. That's so terrifying. Singular Skittle. Green. Oh, boy. That would be the watermelon? The mango? I don't know. There's still some stuck in my teeth, but as long as it is not... I'm so torn, Devon. You know what I'm going to do? I will take half the glob. I will break the glob. But I'm not taking the whole glob. If you, the redeemer of this... Oh, one of them broke off already. Okay, we're going to break off a red. Ugh. Okay. I will eat this because you have requested it. Not all the glob, most definitely. This is now the most that the glob is. I don't know what you're saying. It's all the glob, but I made it smaller. Yes. There's still some stuck in my teeth. When it's up in my teeth, I still have the icky taste, but I don't have the spice, and so that's good. But I'm also and most of it's stuck on the left side of my teeth. On the right side of my tongue is where it first started to get spicy on my tongue. And so that that is the part that hurts. This is an unfortunate time. Okay. Ah! Clear the stage for this mess. Here we go. Okay. Come here, drink. We need you. We need you to save me. And watermelon, sour candy. Oh, you sweet bean. You are forbidden for me until later. Okay. I meant I'd eat the glob. Misunderstanding. I've already sealed the bag. And now you say, but hey, more fun. So I guess this is happening. I could have been safe. That's on you. It is on me, but I'm still mad about it. Okay. I'm gonna quiet the mic because there's gonna be a bunch more screaming, and I don't want to hurt people's earballs, and I probably already did. Okay, here we go. It's too much. No! No! It's not going down. It won't. Okay. Raven is now afraid of Skittles. Raven was afraid of Skittles earlier. Oh. I already swallowed the juice. Don't do this. Stop it. Ow. The tip of my tongue is angry. Oh, no, 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 no. Water would spread it. Juice is helpful. Not as helpful as milk. I have eggnog. Oh, my goodness. I can go get eggnog. It's not bad enough. Like, there's not been enough of it to be like eyes or nose running, but ow! It's physically ow on tongue. So I'm gonna be right back. Take my headphones. Ah! Okay. Okay. I'm glad you enjoy the sounds in the distance. I drank directly from the carton because ow, and the tongue feels better, but there is still ow, and now I'm feeling it at the roof of my mouth a little. So, screw you, but also I did it to myself, so I guess screw me. And yeah, okay, you like spicy things and Skittles? Go enjoy it. I think it tastes a little bit like dog food. There is the initial ew, I don't like this taste, and then there is the spicy big ow, and then there is more big ow. How much for the whole bag at once? Never! Thankfully, it is not a full bag, because we have had some, but unfortunately... Oh, it is capped. I did that as well, didn't I? Ugh. But you got a new D20 roll, so I gotta do that. And I can uncap because I am enjoying this. If only one of you is abusing it at once and not 15, then that's okay. If you're all doing it at once, I'm gonna lose my mind. So, D20 roll edit. Uncap. You should be able to go as you please. You can hope for more Skittles, but I won't. Okay, so 2 more rolls from DVOD. Ugh. Hi, Tetra! I just ate a bunch of spicy Skittles, and if you remember how I hate those, I really hate those. Also, you're laughing at the black licorice. Black licorice is not so good. It's not so bad, though, either. Spicy Skittles is worse. Okay. 15! That's my sour candy. Yay. And 11. What was 11? Thank you for that. You get to pick an emote or an emoji for my antlers. What would you like to go on my antlers? This one will take a little bit of tech work. And like I said, I will put it up on the next stream. It will stay up until someone moves it. But I'm going to have some of my sour candy, popping candy, while I wait for you to decide any of the frog emotes. Any of the typical emojis, I think, as well. I should be able to put up. We'll see. We'll see how much effort I have to do to make this stuff. But yeah. Okay. Hobrock. It is nice on my ouchie tongue. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Wow, I get that happen. You will not see me. Eh. Where are you, frog? Probably in the G. There you are. Okay, you tell me if he should be bigger or smaller, and where. Try and hang it on my shoulder. Now it's a pop rock part. You like this right here? I will pin him right here. He's technically sitting on my hair, but I can't. Because my hair is in the way, he won't sit on my shoulder. Is that okay? And this size is good. I think we should make him a little bit smaller, but we could do this. Okay. I will pin him right there. He will stay. Aww. Yay! Look at him. I love that Gentleman Frog is here, and I love that you chose him because I made Gentleman Frog. That is my art. You got another? Okay. Ah! Look at me. Look at me. No. He's 16. He's 16 again. Oh, Tetra, we should also be able to tomorrow. Maybe? Maybe. Yes? Yeah. Oh, and Tetra rolls. Okay, I'm gonna stop crying. Let's see what Tetra rolls if I get a break. No, I don't. It's a 17. It's a 17. I have terrible luck tonight. At this rate, we're gonna run out of the spicy Skittles in that bag, and I will have to open the new one instead of gifting it to Vi, which is my intention right now. Yes, you heard me right. I intend to make Vi take the rest of those demonic things. Give to Vi. Okay, good. If we run out of spicy Skittles, then the rest will still go to Vi. Okay, I'm gonna take down Pop Rocks. Gone are the days of Pop Rocks. We must spread this Skittles curse. Yes. Agreed. Okay. I have to pick out 2 more Skittles. There they are. And this one was from the glob, you can tell. Be prepared for more of that. I still have the mic low. I forgot to fix it, but I guess it's for the best. Because I'm about to die again. Oh, no. Hey, remember when I said I was going to end stream earlier? That's not happening now. Alright. Just because I want to finish the papers and we are busy with this. Okay, here we go. I'm delaying. I'm intentionally delaying. Okay. Clip that sound. Oh god. No. Okay, oh, now it's spicy. That was all just the icky taste, to be clear. Ugh. You can keep rolling, Divide. It's okay. Oh, I have to plug in my camera, though. Okay, that one. Oh, I was about to say I pushed through the spice, but then I just took a deep breath and I felt it in my throat. So it skipped the front of my tongue and it's in my throat. So I feel like I'm breathing fire. Dragon Raven. so bad. Okay, camera will shake. I'm sorry. Earthquakey. Oh. Close his mouth finally. Just one eyeball. Let's let him have his second eyeball somewhere nearby. Yes, fire rat. That'll be bye. That'll be bye. Okay. Okay. Ooh, I can breathe. Thank you, Divod. I'm excited for that. Okay. Tetra's roll. It's an 8. Oh, I know that 8 is sweet because it is not spicy Skittle. But what is 8? Let's roll back. What is 8? It's push-ups. Oh, it's not great. It's not great, but it's not awful. Okay, so we did the combo spicy, and now we have done the push-up times. I guess I'll be back one more time. Actually, I'm gonna finish tearing this blue up, and then I will do 10 push-ups, just because I do need to finish tearing up the paper. But otherwise, we still have 20 minutes before I'm done. So I do think I can tear up 2 more pieces of paper within 20 minutes and still do other goofies. So feel free to keep rolling, guys. It's why I made it a redeem, so that people could use up their points and have a silly time and not have to do the monies. And I didn't want it to... Oh, that was bad. I didn't want anybody having it be too boring for the last, so I wanted the silly times. Raven is getting strong. I did jumping jacks yesterday, and I did squats to start off today. So I'm getting all the different exercises in. It's time for the push-ups. Woo, woo, woo. They are knee push-ups because with deer feet, I can't really do the same, like, low like that as easy. Like, it's not like little toe bean. You'll deal with it. It's okay. I don't know why I was doing that off camera. I guess because I was preparing to leave for the push-ups. Alright. You take the headphones. I'll turn up the volume again because I put that down. And I'll go. Okay. Alright. Get out of the wind chair. 1, 2, 5, 7, 9, 10. Oh, and a stretch. Oh, I was supposed to stretch and hydrate. Big stretches. Woo. I bonked Mike. It went mute, sorry. Good to get heart moving. Very good. I dare you guys to get yourselves up and move around. Good stretch. Maybe an exercise like that real quick. I'm dealing with the spicy still attacking my throat though. Not nice. Okay, some waters. Woohoo! One more paper to prep. I'll stick around till 6. You'll make me roll dice. And it'll be good. I just hope that there will not be any more Skittles. Well, I just said it'll be good, so no, you won't make me roll any more Skittles. I demand you will not. It will not happen. Nope, nope, nope. They will happen tomorrow if they will happen, but they will not happen now. None more. And then when we wrap up, I'll make sure that I get that lovely spicy sounds clip on YouTube along with the other ones, the other videos that I was gonna work getting the VODs up on YouTube. I was gonna double check that I got all of the origami instruction videos up and going. Pretty sure I did. Pretty sure. But we'll double check. Because if not, maybe I'll have to record and post that eventually. I don't know when, but eventually. Ooh! Antler frogs! Bam! There they are. And you can see Kiru in the corner. Hi, Kiru! Being a little cutie giant frog. Of course, canonically, Kiru is back to being a big black bear. But for antler frog time, you stay. And Gizmo in the front is, of course, a little pixie now. Gamakichi is a Naruto frog, whatever that's gonna do. And Bert and Ernie are still frogs. Bert and Ernie are not leaving. Another D20 roll. Okay, I'm gonna rip up these papers. They're all prepped. Okay, here we go. 15. I get a good snack. Okay. Yay! I'm gonna keep coughing though. It hurt me. It hurt me. So this is the last of the sour candy and the Pop Rocks, I think. Or maybe there's one more. So, yeah, there's probably enough for 2 more. Who named them Bert and Ernie? I don't remember who named them Bert and Ernie. Actually, I don't remember who all named most of them. I have it in my little notes. Remember we did Kiru for... So far, I've just rolled food. Did you? Did you only roll the spicy or sour candies? That's wild. I don't know what that one even says. Yeah, it doesn't say that. I remember we had the little niece that suggested Kiru for the frog. But that's it. Huh. Oh, and gentleman frog. Yes, you got how dare you? He is not food. What are you doing, joining the goose? What the hell? Come on, Devon. Okay, but we're gonna do Pop Rocks again. And Herbert, yeah. What are you doing calling frogs food? You so mean. Okay, we're gonna bring back up Pop Rocks time. It was a lot of candy, so it was mostly candies. Okay. I Pop Rock. Here we go. Oh, I took most of it. I shouldn't have. I want nice goodies. Okay. Hello. Eat Ah, I needed those nice pop rocks. That was very yummy. And yes, Tetra, you've had a good distribution. And hi, Fruitless Apple. I am very glad you did it. I think everybody knew. Oh, it's slow mode. Give Fruitless Apple their turn. Let them finish. Okay. 7. That is another redeem, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. Let's pull up a new. There we go. Yeah. So, if you have one of the redeems that I usually do. Yeah. Herbert, Singing Bowl. I have poker chips is new thing. Tuning fork, scissors, brush, sharpening, um, the mic springs, tappies of various sorts, tin and plastic, plastic and tin, wooden figure, chain, candle taps, the various book choices, the kalimba, the dice, the playing cards, the wooden sticks, bottle blow, water jar blubbies, um, um, keys. How dare I forget keys? Yeah. But I think that this will be the end as we do this last redeem and then we raid out. Woohoo! When we come back tonight, I will get started on these lovely papers. It will be fun. I'll be able to do the pink and blue ombres. Do you think? Fine, I guess Devon gets the sneak in one. If it's the spicy Skittle, I think I might re-roll. It's a 13. It is not a spicy Skittle. It is a new expression. Okay, so Gentleman Frog and this expression is gonna carry over. So whatever you want to do. I can be cry, blush, hard eyes, star eyes, angy, the spinny background thing. Woo, that one. Tongue out, scared, dizzy eyes. Yeah. I turned off my mascara running before. But yeah. Okay, star eyes, you say. Star eyeballs. Can you see them? Okay, then that will carry over to tonight's stream until somebody does something else with my eyeballs. Alright. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to grab cards. And we're gonna do the cards redeem before we raid out. If I have a Fetster still listening, I usually do. Can you please tell me who we are probably raiding? While I do my cards redeem. Thank you. We'll be back tonight. That will be fun. And of course there is tomorrow as well. At the same time as tonight's. Or at the same time as today's. It'll be 3 to 6. Mary's... Oh, there. Tetra, that's very, very... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Tetra... Okay. Random, absolutely insane lore drop from Raven as an interruption as we roll over just a tiny bit. Once upon a time, Raven was on a trip, and there was a young man that, for whatever unhinged reason, offered to lick my eyeballs, and I said, no, thank you. The mic is falling out. Hold on. What the fuck? card said, what the hell? Did I tell you guys about that before? Oh no. I'm gonna mute for a minute while I try and collect the cards. But yes, Mask and Tetra, those are both very appropriate. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I don't know what that guy was trying to say. And it wasn't like we were. He was like a friend at best. I was like, oh, what? Oh, and then weirdly, a different lady took him up on it, and I'm like, okay, good. Stay away from me. Weird time. Okay, cards. We'll have to count them up later. But I'm bringing them up. Okay. All right. We'll run a little bit over, but if Fet does not have a raid target, perhaps I will ask one of my other mods, whomsoever is up for it. Okay, let's do cards. Yeah. I will pick it up then, don't worry. Oh, okay. Thank you, Gage. Either is good. Nice try, Honk. And hi, Phoenix. Hope we will be reading out very shortly. I'm sorry. I'll be back later tonight. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I hope I am just finishing up this and and then we're gonna read out. I'm sorry, but I'm back tonight. It'll be 8 p.m. and I'm also back tomorrow 3 to 6 as well. Okay. I refund. Put this away. This was a bit more chaotic than normal. I will figure it out. Let's drop our raid messages though, and I'll say thank you very much, everybody. Like I said, I'll keep Gentleman Frog and Star Eyes and even the Antler Frogs up for everything. Oh, there is a Fetster. And I will check if I think we should do somebody else, but I think I like our recommendation there. There is a Feedster. No. Make sure to copy the Cozy Frog raid if you have the emotes. The top one. If you don't, the next one. Here is our ending soon. Thank you, everybody. Happy time zone, whatever time zone. Let's get our raidy pants on. And yeah, I will check here. Whoa. Yeah, I think we'll go over to your recommendation. There's other people's up as well, but I think this will be fun. Alright. We're gonna start our reading. I hope everybody has a great rest of night. I will be back later, as I've said. And I hope we say hi to Beatrice, everybody. I will read and run though, just because I must do YouTube things and adventure. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. I'm very excited, and I'm very glad that there are no more spicy Skittles right now. Okay, bye-bye. Let's go read.